I mean, this is sad. Look at all these. You can see through the woods. There's trails they go through here. And from what I understand, I just talked to the guy that takes care of this land. There's some there. That there's other people that he's one of the, he's in this area, but there's no, he's obviously at an unmarked grave, which isn't, you know, I mean, that it happens, you know. Look at, even Frank Zappa's buried in a popular Hollywood cemetery with a lot of celebrities, and actually him and Roy Orbison both have unmarked graves. So hey, I guess that's a rock and roll thing, huh? but this guy, I've listened to his music. His music reminds me of a lot of Robert Johnson. Actually, his nickname is the Devil's Daddy-in-Law. And I think a Big Dipper Council, I think that's another, or Big Dipper Floyd, something to that nature. But nevertheless, look at this. Here's some more dilapidated graves, and see, there's even a lake over that way. Wow. See, you just, get this off of there. The guy I just talked to said they took bulldozers and cleared a lot of this land for the cemetery, but woods don't take long to grow. Let's go this way. See, there's a lot of little metal markers like that, look. Like here's World War I. Hey, that's how disrespectful to leave somebody who fought for the country here in the woods. What are you gonna do, though? I mean, I guess you can make a complaint to Sanford, North Carolina, but kind of neat knowing that a good old blues musician from the 30s that was sort of a part of the Robert Johnson era. You know, it's also kind of neat knowing that, you know, a lot of the music, like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, a lot of the bands that we love were inspired by the blues guitarists and singers of the South from the 30s and the 40s. Cutie Ledbetter, Muddy Waters, Robert Johnson, and Floyd as well. Like I said, thank you. I'm gonna head back now. Probably go into Pittsburgh, get something to eat, and I will see you soon. Yeah, after doing a little bit more research, I did find that was the cemetery, and he does in fact have an unmarked grave. He is buried there. As a matter of fact, I forgot to mention in the other video that when I was at the cemetery that I actually stopped at a little small African-American funeral home because I was having a little trouble finding it, and it was in Sanford. So I said, well, maybe they'll know, because I knew it was at a little small Zion cemetery. So I stopped, and sure enough, there was an elderly gentleman. He was nice enough. He took me into his office and said he actually knew Floyd Jr., Floyd Council Jr., and he even gave me his number. We tried calling him. I tried, but he didn't answer. But anyway, through other research that I did find out that Floyd did say he kind of knows where his dad is buried there. He has an idea, of course, so he could probably show somebody if they ever wanted to really know. And maybe one day I will, you know, get in touch with him and see if he can show us. But they're trying to, I think, get the money together to get him a headstone, or, you know, so it's kind of weird, you know, Pink Floyd's namesake doesn't have a headstone, but you know what happens. There's musicians that, like I mentioned before, that don't have one. And Syd Barrett before Pink Floyd got its name, they in '65 they were known as the Tea Set, and I think they played a concert with another band that had the same name or a similar name. So that's when they just started deciding on other names, and then they came up with the Pink Floyd name. But I wanted to tell you about the whole funeral home thing, and I thought that was kind of interesting and an important little fact I wanted to pepper into this video. But anyway, thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon.